We are on the third day of the transfer window, and most of the news surrounding the Reds has been with regard to Trent and loans. However, could the Reds be about to make a huge U-turn on a player they're working on in the summer? That, of course, being Martin Zubimendi. In today's video, we will be watching and reacting Real Sociedad Insider reveal some exciting news as a transfer could be on in January. Not only that, but we will also round up all of the latest news from across the club. But first, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and join our fast-growing community. This video is sponsored by Clothing. Clothing is a Liverpool clothing site owned by match-going fans. Each design is limited edition and is perfect to wear on a match day, on the terraces at Anfield, down your local, or cozy in the comfort of your own home. As stated, each design is limited edition, and if a product is showing out of stock, they will not be restocking the item, so if you have your eye on something, grab it fast. Lastly, Clothing wants fellow Reds to be 100% satisfied with their orders, so if there is a reason you're not happy, they will refund you with no questions asked. Head over to clothing.com or down into the link in the description to get all of your Liverpool merchandise. Anyway, let's get back into today's video. So have a watch.
Zubimendi is perhaps, after Rodri, the best holding midfielder in the world. And that's what Liverpool had decided, having got through a lot of algorithms and numbers and knowing of his personality. Barcelona also wanted him. I've been told that everything was done with Liverpool, absolutely everything. And then him personally decided not to move to England because at Real Sociedad you have to be seen to be saying no at least once. But 3 months into the season, I think it was like, oh, right, I think I'm ready to go. That Real Sociedad had the same up and downs as any other season, struggling at the beginning of this campaign, but generally that the challenges were similar this season to previous seasons, and that is ready for the next thing. So when Manchester City want to look for a replacement to Rodri or somebody to challenge him, I don't know if they will do that. First and second best in the world. They've got it in certain positions, so why not? But that is the guy to look for. Barcelona will like him, but don't have the money. And I think he's absolutely ready to move now.
Is he really already the second best?
Yeah, did you say second best player in the world? In that position?
Yeah. For me, yes. I'm not sure Liverpool will go back. They sorted kind of the situation with Gravenberg, but Zubimendi at a different level. So if they have the funds, yeah, why not? City may even inquire in January, but I think the move will be in the summer.
In September, reporter David Lynch told LFC News, "If the player's ready at that point in January to make the move and feels like I made a mistake in staying, I don't think Liverpool would rule that out at all." The Athletic's David Ornstein added in October that the admiration continues, while Lynch explained to LFC News that nothing has changed since the summer with regards Liverpool's interest. If Liverpool do get the nod, 100% they'll be back in for him, Lynch, whose work can be found on Substack, concluded. It is also worth nothing that Man City sources have ruled out a move for Zubimendi. Speaking in December, Real Sociedad sporting director Roberto Olabe insisted he was not expecting any scares when it comes to Zubimendi this month, but admitted his £51 million release clause offered little peace. There is little peace of mind regarding the clause, but in all this time Martin himself has shown that the player's will is above the clause, Olabe told Estadio Deportivo, and up to today we have already seen his behaviour. I do not foresee that we will have any scares in winter. Real Sociedad are currently 8th in La Liga, with Zubimendi starting 20 of his 21 appearances in all competitions so far this season. Liverpool, meanwhile, are clear at the top of both the Premier League and Champions League, with only Virgil van Dijk and Mohamed Salah clocking more minutes on the pitch than Ryan Gravenberch. What are your thoughts on Zubimendi? Let me know in the comments. In some other news, Arne Slot has dismissed speculation over Trent Alexander-Arnold joining Real Madrid this month, insisting his right-back is fully committed to Liverpool. Alexander-Arnold is now into the final 6 months of his contract and is the subject of a concerted effort from Real to secure his signature. That has included at least one bid to sign him in January, though Liverpool are unwilling to consider any offers for their vice-captain mid-season. The situation remains a major concern for not only supporters but the club itself. But speaking on Friday, Slot insisted Alexander-Arnold remains fully committed. "I can tell you that he's playing on Sunday," he said when asked if Liverpool would categorically not sell Alexander-Arnold in January, and hopefully he brings the same performance that he's brought for the last half year. While Slot could have been seen to be dodging the question over a potential transfer this month, sources at Liverpool maintain that their number 66 is not for sale. "Everybody saw how great of a half season he's had, how much he is here, how much he wants to win here," Slot continued. "He played an incredible game against West Ham. I think we all remember the pass he gave in the first half to Mo. I see him on the training ground every day working his arse off. He's fully committed to us and he will play on Sunday, if they don't tell me he's sick, but I don't expect him to be." Alexander-Arnold is facing a potentially life-changing decision as he considers whether to leave his boyhood club for Real Madrid, having spent the past 20 years at Liverpool. But Slot is adamant that, like every other player in his squad, the speculation would not impact his form. "If it would destabilise players at Liverpool that other people talk about them, then we would really have a problem," he explained. "If you play at one of the biggest clubs in the world, everybody, 12 months long, is talking about you, sometimes in relation to other clubs. That happens so many times for the players. If that destabilises them, then that would be a problem, not only now but in the past 6 months, because I think there were some talks about our players also in the last 6 months, and I don't think that destabilised them at all." Asked if he has spoken to Alexander-Arnold in the wake of Real's unsuccessful £15 million bid, Slot said, "I speak to every player once in a while and that is the same for Trent, so yes, I spoke to him. I can completely understand the question you ask, but I think you already know the answer. The conversations I've never shared, not about Trent, about anybody. It was a conversation like many others we've had, me and Trent. Let's leave it to that." Lastly, Liverpool left-back Callum Scanlon is to return to his loan club after a long-term injury, but he will be reporting back to a new manager he has yet to meet. Scanlon joined Millwall on loan in the summer, but made just one 11-minute appearance off the bench in September before being sidelined with a stress fracture in his back. The 19-year-old swiftly returned to Liverpool for treatment and has been there since, working at the AXA and joining the U21s for training sessions. Nearly 4 months on from his Millwall debut and injury, Scanlon is to rejoin Millwall for the remainder of the season, but he will not return to the same manager. Neil Harris stepped down from his role in early December, leaving the club 11th in the Championship after 18 matches, with ex-Norwich boss Alex Neil then appointed. It will be a different environment that Scanlon is returning to, with Neil explaining that he is expecting the left-back to return in the coming week. "My understanding is that Callum will probably be back within the next week," Neil said via South London News. "I haven't met Callum, he's been doing his rehab at Liverpool. That's just from conversations that I've had loosely behind the scenes, but we do believe he will be back soon. He is making progress. Liverpool will have acted cautiously over Scanlon's recovery, having seen a number of youngsters succumb to stress fractures in their back, including Connor Bradley, Calvin Ramsey and Jayden Dance." That brings us to the end of today's video. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments section below. If you enjoyed it, please do hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more daily Liverpool content. Thank you.